if a car has uncomfortable seats, my lower back hurts when I've been in the car as long as we've been in the car today.
Yeah.
But no lower back pain.
Well, that is good.
So that's good. That's always how I judge the seat comfort.
I think you've got lumbar over there. I do not.
I do. It's currently supporting
There
my
you go.
lower back.
That's more accurate. Yes.
Well, if it was a massage seat, it would be caressing.
But it ain't. Hey, gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
Back there's Tucker.
Yep, that's me.
And have we found the perfect family road trip vehicle? We have been in this one all day today, and this is a 2026 Kia Sportage plug-in hybrid X-Line Prestige. Yeah, that's a mouthful. All that to say, it's the Kia with the plug that fits our family, and this video will tell you how it fits our family. Quick pause from the car talk real quick because Tucker needs your help to become the next Junior Ranger for the Ranger Rick magazine. Yes, don't take my word for it. Hear from the man yourself.
Hi, I'm Tucker, and I want to be the next Junior Ranger because I love animals, the zoo, and protecting wildlife. Please vote for me.
So it is very easy to vote for Tucker. The link is down in the video description below. Simply click this button right here, and you can see there are multiple ways to vote for him. Voting is free unless you choose to donate to the National Wildlife Federation, which does get you extra votes. But it really is just as simple as clicking a few buttons. If you could help Tucker out to be the next Junior Ranger, he and our family would greatly appreciate it. Now, back to the car review. All right, Holly, we're doing a little sunset review, if you can see the screen here. So, yes, we have been in this one all day long. We left early in the morning, road trip to Dallas. Heading back now, race in the sunlight. I must ask you, though, it's got a facelift for the 2026 model year. What do you think of the new styling of the Kia Sportage?
I really like this SUV.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, first, I love the matte color, right?
Of course.
It's nice. The matte black.
We've already had a couple comments on, oh, I like the matte.
I like the matte. I feel like it's either or. Like, you either love it or you don't love it, though, because I've had some comments the other way. But I like the matte color of this one. I like kind of the sharp curves at the sharp points at the front.
Yeah. Creases.
The creases.
Yeah.
And I mentioned to you that the back looks a lot like a little bit of a sharper Jeep Cherokee.
Yeah. We lived with one for quite some time.
Did, and I almost felt like I was looking at it from behind earlier, but I was like, that's interesting. But it does have the sharper edges than that Jeep Cherokee had.
Yeah, and then we have the new, more family lineage headlights and running lights up front, the amber running lights that Kia says really accentuates the width. Do you feel like it makes us feel like a bigger vehicle when you're looking at it?
Yeah, I think it does.
A brawnier?
Because it kind of feels like a car on the inside, except for, I mean, it's bigger. It's tall. But yeah, I think on the outside it does kind of make it look bigger.
Yeah, that's what they're going for, those very wide set amber running lights.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like a beast to drive.
Okay, so you like the exterior styling, you like the matte paint. Moving inside here, we've already got our red ambient lights showing because it's getting so dark outside. But what are your thoughts on the interior styling?
I really like the interior styling. I like the brown and the black together.
Yes.
I like whatever texture this is.
Plud.
I love that they did not use a lot of gloss black down here. There's more than I like up here, like this.
Yeah.
But I can live with it if all of this is not also gloss black, so I like that.
Yeah, this is a very good imitation wood.
Yes, it is. Is it the same as this?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a little bit textured, and if we close this, it's here too. So I love, yes, that it is not gloss black.
And I like the chrome handles. So I think they just did a really good job on the inside of breaking up the colors, pretty design. We talked about the steering wheel. You and I have talked about the steering wheel. I like it.
Your thoughts on the single spoke, kind of
Single spoke,
square-ish?
the off centered logo, which I'm sure you hate because you're OCD.
For some reason, that one doesn't bother me. I know one of my peers, Sophie and Bay, over at Redline Reviews, drives him nuts. Me?
Yeah.
I'm surprised that it doesn't.
I like it.
Yep. Gives it a little character,
just a little something.
Yep.
A little something different.
And then our one chief complaint, like we have to pick at some nits. This is the nit we're going to pick. This dual function screen. So now you can see tuning, volume, and all of our quick access buttons for a screen. I have to push this button to go to climate controls. Now it's my climate, your climate. And it's too much.
It is.
Now if I want to change the volume, I have to go this and then the volume.
Yeah.
Whereas you have a volume roller wheel on the wheel. So if you're the driver, you've got options.
Yes.
But I've got to, no.
But did you see how quickly and easily earlier when I turned on my Backstreet Boys, I just dink, turned on the volume?
I did see that.
I'm getting used to it.
You knew exactly how to do it for the Backstreet Boys.
I'm getting used to it.
Yeah.
Didn't even complain when I did it.
Of course not. But yeah, that's our chief complaint. So much so that Kia has been getting rid of that in all their future models. K4 doesn't have it. The new Telluride doesn't have it.
It's unnecessarily complicated.
That's going away.
Good.
And I foresee it not lasting too much longer in the Sportage.
Yeah, good.
So you like the steering wheel. Two 12.3-inch gauge cluster or screens here, 4-gauge cluster and infotainment. We supposedly have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. I've enabled wireless CarPlay, but it's never actually wirelessly projected. So I don't know what's going on there. Future Corey, maybe you can put it on the screen, but so far, hasn't worked. But what are your thoughts on the gauges back there? Are they easy to read?
Yeah, although I haven't looked at them a whole lot because we have the head-up display.
Which I know you love.
I love.
We have traffic sign recognition up there. We have lane tracing on there, which you probably want me to go ahead and turn off lane centering. I know you don't like that as much as I do. And then you also have a visual warning if someone's in your blind spot.
Yes.
Which is really nice.
And
what else do you have if someone is in your blind spot?
When you have your blinker on, you have the blind spot camera that pops up.
Which we also love a lot. Which
yes, we do.
I guess is a good segue into visibility. How is your visibility out of this beast?
Out of this beast. I haven't had any problems with the visibility.
Yeah,
you have a little peekaboo window right here.
I feel like the dash is nice and low, that it's very easy to see forward. Not encumbered by anything.
Yeah, and I can't hardly see the hood at all where I'm sitting. So I like that. There's an easy button for your camera down here. Down here. I like down here somewhere. There's an easy button for 360 camera. I like that. We already talked about the blind spot camera that pops up. So all of those things help your visibility around.
And then a very square window back in the back that I feel I have a good field of view. What's your angle on it from your seating position?
Yeah, it's good enough. The headrests get in the way a little bit, but I mean that's the same on any car.
Well, you just flip that and see Tucker, right? No? Works for me. Yeah. Tucker, how are you back there?
Great.
Yeah, you've been riding a lot in this car lately. You've figured out some things about the back seat back there.
Yes, there is a fold-down armrest with cup holders.
Yeah.
You put that to good use, haven't you?
Yeah, but what do you have wrapped around the armrest with the cup holders? The center seat belt, right?
Yeah.
Now, why do you have the center seat belt like that?
Because, well, I'll just...
Demonstration.
Yeah, show, not tell, huh?
See, look.
It's behind your back.
Yes.
Is that annoying?
Yes, so that's why...
Okay. Well, that is very resourceful of you to figure out.
But also something to note.
Yes. Before I bring in Tucker's Graco Extend-to-Fit child safety seat, I do want to show you what the back seat is like for adults sitting behind where I was riding just moments ago. You can see we've got plenty of room back here, and I have a nice grab handle on the back of the headrest. Plenty of space for my legs, my feet, everything. I'm very comfortable back here. I get amenities like 2 air vents, a little bit of storage behind both seats, hard plastic seat backs for Tucker to kick, and a USB-C port if I want to plug in my device. I can do that right there and wind my cable up here when not in use. It is right next to it after all. I do get 3-stage heated outboard seats, which is very nice. A nice wide switch for my windows. Big storage cubby here, smaller storage cubby down there, and a nice seat back, though it is a reclining seat back, which I will show you a little bit later when we are putting in Tucker's child safety seat. We do have a fold-down armrest with 2 cup holders, no rubber grippers, no rubber lining, no nothing. What you see is what you get here. So if you have something hard, it's probably going to rattle back here. Just something you should note. And we do have 3 headrests that are adjustable back here. We even have a center seat belt that is mounted to the seat back, but you can see just how far inset it is. It is a further inset than the child seat anchors. So if you do put a child seat in here like we were about to, just know that this is a little bit of a problem. It was even a problem for Tucker riding back here in his booster seat. Something that should not go unmentioned in this one. But we will go ahead and grab Tucker's Graco Extend-to-Fit child safety seat, and we are going to put it in its rear-facing format to show you just how much space or lack thereof is here in the Sportage. You can see I am sitting a little bit further back, but we can come to our power adjustable passenger seat here and move it forward until that is in a good seating position. And yes, now the rear-facing car seat is in a good spot, and me at 5'10", I'm still very comfortable up here. Not like our Jeep Cherokee where I was sitting a little more cramped. There is still plenty of room up here, which I appreciate in the front seat of what is a family vehicle that I'm sure is going to see a lot of rear-facing car seats. But we will go ahead now, spin this one around, and put this in its forward-facing configuration for older children. We will drop this top tether back behind, though we do have the cargo shade back there, which is causing a little bit of a problem, which reminds me I need to actually sit this seat more upright to get that back there. Now I will go ahead and recline it to match the pitch of the seat back of Tucker's child safety seat, and we will go ahead and put in our lower latches. They are very easy to get to, even if they aren't super exposed, but you can see now how much of a problem the seatbelt issue is. It is behind Tucker's car seat, so that center seatbelt is in a very weird and precarious situation if you plan on using this with a child seat here on the passenger side. Something you should know. These seats also don't slide, so it is going to be a standard distance from the driver, but you can see just how easy that is to install. But because it does not slide, we're going to have to come around to the back, open up the power lift gate to put in that top tether. We do have top tether tie-down locations all the way across the back seat here, but you can see very easy to get that one in and tighten it down here. We also have a very nice firm corner here, so it does not look like we're going to be doing any long-term damage. Again, we do have that roller shade for hiding from prying eyes what's in the back here. That is an additional cost option. And then we have this massive cargo area. It is so large, and that is also a problem because there's really no places to hide things, to store things. There are no bag hooks anywhere to keep your groceries from just rolling around this massive area back here. It is a slight problem with a slight caveat to those critiques. which I'll show you here in a moment. We do have these latches right here that do fold these seats forward. Tucker's booster seat is keeping it from folding all the way down. We have another one here for the passenger side as well. Now, the caveat to no places to stick and store things is we do have this false load floor here, and underneath we have this foam tray with several different cutouts. We have our charge cord here for our plug-in hybrid. Underneath here, we do not have a spare tire because, again, the 13 kilowatt hour battery and all the other electrical components had to go somewhere. Our car battery is actually up here as well, back here as well. So no spare tire, but we do have a little bit of storage back there. And we also have, if you look here, these panels that can be pulled up, some storage cubbies down here. But then what are you gonna do with those? You're probably gonna lose them. I guess you could probably put them in a couple places, maybe down here. Will they both fit? I don't think they'll both fit. Yeah, that doesn't fit. You can find some places for them, but now you have a place to put something where you're not gonna have stuff rattling around the entire time on you. If we did not have the plug-in hybrid, it's also a place to store your cargo shade, but again, you can't do it with this foam tray in place. This is a power lift gate, so you can close it with the push of a simple button. It gives you a couple beeps to let you know, get out of the way, I'm coming back down. If you have somebody riding frequently on the passenger side in the back seat, yeah, that 60/40 split bench with the back mounted seatbelt is a little too far over.
But what is a nice little feature that you have back there in that seat, Tucker?
Heated seats.
Yeah, and you've put them to good use, haven't you?
Yes.
It was good and cold when we left this morning, so you had to crank that one up, huh?
Yep.
Which, Mommy, do you have a
It's currently on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, Mommy, do you have a heated seat?
I also have a heated seat,
What else do you have on your seat?
a ventilated seat.
Yep, so we've got the buttons right here. Heated and ventilated front seats, heated steering wheel, 2-stage heated steering wheel.
Yeah.
How is seat comfort? We have spent a lot of time in this car today.
I'd say they're on the firmer side, but they are comfortable.
Yep.
And normally, if a car has uncomfortable seats, my lower back hurts when I've been in the car as long as we've been in the car today.
Yeah.
But no lower back pain.
Well, that is good.
So that's good. That's always how I judge the seat
I
comfort.
think you've got lumbar over there. I do.
I do. It's currently supporting
There
my
you go.
lower back.
That's more accurate. Mm. Yes.
Well, if it was a massage seat, it would be caressing.
But it ain't. So if you're getting
But it
caressed,
ain't.
I've got some questions. All right, some other things I want to talk about that we have props for demonstration is storage. What are your thoughts on storage in here as we've moved in?
We have moved
in
today. Well, we'll talk about the storage up front, but I got some comments on the storage back too.
All right, so let's start up here.
There could be more.
Yeah, we do have this covered panel that we talked about earlier, Qi wireless charger underneath.
Mm-hmm.
That's where all of our USB-C cords are coming from. We've got pretty good size
It's
center
all right.
console.
It's on the smaller side.
Okay, but then we've got our bottles in here, but we can just move our cup holders out of the way. And now we've got open storage here and there. And,
For stuff you don't need.
well,
I mean, you're on.
haha, props.
Yes, that's good.
This
for a
came in
bigger
handy.
thing.
Yes.
Yeah, for a bigger thing. But what I'm saying is on a road trip, you're going to have drinks there.
Yeah.
So
We
you
had to
can't
make choices.
Yeah, we had to make choices on where we put stuff. So we've got a pile of junk right there on the floor. Yeah. So I mean, there are cubbies in the side. So I guess it's fine.
It's decent.
I like a lot of space for junk.
Got a nice damped glove box here, so
Yeah.
not too bad. But okay, thoughts on the storage in the way back?
Storage in the way back. There could be a net or something back there to keep your groceries from rolling around. And you know,
A net is an after purchase option, so you
okay,
can
so get the net. Get the net if you get this car. But then there's also those plastic pieces on the side.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
They aren't deeper wells.
They are not.
It's
They're
just
not at
flat.
all deep. It's flat across, and I was confused by that.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, if it's not going to be a spot where you can sit stuff down in, like, then make it carpeted all the way across. Because then, for sure, when your groceries hit that plastic, when they're rolling around and hit that plastic, they're for sure going straight to the back of the...
Yeah, so you went grocery shopping and we had a bunch of cans that were just rolling all around back there. There were no bag hooks. There was nothing to
And
keep
I
those
did try
bags.
to secure them.
Yeah. So, a slight problem in the best-selling vehicle from Kia.
Yeah, we did not want our Cokes falling out on the floor.
So much so that I had to open the door, fold the seat back down, and climb back there from the side of the vehicle to make sure that when you open the hatch,
And
carbonated
spew
beverages
everywhere.
didn't fall out and explode.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
slight problem there, Kia. Please work on that. But yeah, other than that, I mean,
other than that, it's great space back there. Lots of
tons
space.
of space. Tons of space. So now I guess as we're waiting to turn on the historic brick streets of downtown Tyler, Texas, we can talk about how it drives. How's the power been for you? This is a plug-in hybrid after all.
It's been very good.
Yeah, no problems getting up and going.
I love the hybrid.
Yep, which
love
we're
it.
going slow enough now. I'm going to go ahead and put you in electric mode. And I do assume the rest of this video will be done purely on electrons. No dino juice consumed from here on out. We shall see. But
Dino juice. Why'd you call it that?
gasoline from dinosaurs? You've never heard? No? Okay. Well,
Let's not use that again. Do you want that?
oh, well, maybe I do. Maybe I do. It's getting kind of dark in here. Nice LED lighting up here. But yes, we are in EV mode, and this does have 2 propulsion systems. So we've been running errands. We got this thing up to 200 miles per gallon.
Yeah.
So,
it doesn't get better than that.
yeah, it can go up to, I believe, 37 miles on a single charge, which is more than enough for our usual runabout towns doing errands.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got a small-ish gas tank to do the rest. But now we are on the historic streets.
Mm-hmm.
Tucker, how's your wobbly head back there? A little wobbly?
Yeah.
Holly, what are your thoughts?
It's a little bit wobbly.
I've got
Pretty good.
I've got some opinions, some thoughts.
Okay.
So, again, I've spent a lot of time in the Sportage. Kia was gracious enough to fly me out to Louisville, Kentucky when they relaunched the facelifted version. We did not get to drive the plug-in hybrid, just the regular hybrid. And I don't feel like it had the same problem as this one. I feel like the suspension is firm, but not hard. Like, I could not feel a lot of those bumps. Like, it rode over the bumps very well. But because we have a larger battery for the plug-in hybrid side of this, I feel like if you hit a big enough bump, the suspension is firm enough that you kind of bunny hop more. I just feel like it's easier to upset the suspension in this than a non-plug-in hybrid version.
Okay.
Have you found that? We've got some pretty big bumps in our neighborhood. Have you found like it's a little more bucking bronco, bunny hop? No? You probably had to take a little more gusto then.
Maybe, yeah. I don't drive with as much gusto as you do, but I usually notice those kinds of things if they're really noticeable. So
it's a little,
maybe a little noticeable.
Okay. Well, we already talked powertrain, how this plug-in hybrid. We have solely been driving around on electrons after driving this for the day. In our 418.7 miles, we are getting 43.7 miles to the gallon,
Okay.
which is really good. Very impressive. And again, when we were exclusively running around town, we were up to 200 MPG, just because we were able to accomplish everything on electric, and it's still counting up how many miles.
It's very nice.
So this has a fake MPGE number. I think it's a total waste. It's 83 if you're curious. But the 1.6 liter turbocharged gas engine is good for 37 MPG combined, which on this trip, I did look, is about what we were getting on the highway.
Okay.
So if you're curious. Time to talk price?
Time to talk price.
All right. This is the X-Line Prestige plug-in hybrid. So with a plug-in hybrid, you're essentially buying 2 propulsion mechanisms. Use with that information as you will, but as you calculate what you think the price is.
Okay. 43.
Very close, but undershot it.
Ooh, okay, 45.
Still too low.
47.
Still too low.
Really? Okay, 49.
49,730 as this one is equipped.
Okay.
Of course, the matte paint cost extra.
Sure.
It's shadow matte gray. And yeah, we have a few options on it. This trim starts at 47,190.
Okay.
So
does the matte paint come with extra care?
they say you can treat this as you would a normal car. Kia has really put a lot of thought into their matte paints so that they are easier to live with. I will note this one came to us with some scuffs on the back corner fender back there, and it's not something you can buff out like if it were a gloss paint.
Sure.
So things to note. But yeah. All right, now you know the price. You've lived with it. You know the fuel economy. We have some drawbacks with the screen here.
Sure.
The cargo area not being super conducive.
Yeah.
What are your final thoughts?
I really like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do. It might feel a little high,
Yeah.
but like you said, you could cut back on some of that with like not having the matte paint, which I don't have to have the matte paint.
Yeah. Or
Unless
you
I'm
could get,
feeling spicy, then I'll get the matte paint.
or you could get the traditional hybrid and save some cost there right out the door.
Yeah, but can you make it further on a plug-in hybrid?
You can't drive it solely on electric on a regular hybrid like you can a plug-in. So.
I see. I don't know. I just really like plug-in hybrids.
Yep.
Better than the other.
Being able to bop around town
Yes.
completely on electricity, which it is cheaper per mile to drive it as an EV.
Yes. Yeah. And the cost for plug-in hybrids and hybrids have gone way down.
Yes. And you are going to see a whole lot more of them now that we're backing off of EVs. Our gas engine finally came on. Our hybrid battery got low enough. Now we are back into hybrid mode instead of EV mode. Now that we know the price, is it time for Holly's top 5 favorite features for moms?
Why, yes, it is.
All right, what you got?
Number 1, coming in hot, is the style and the matte paint. I really like that. The style on the inside and the outside.
Okay. Okay.
That's just one, though. 2, the heated and seats, 2-person memory seats. That's 1. So that's 2. And then the space is really nice on the inside, even for the backseat passengers.
Even though the rear cargo area is flawed as it may be, it's very spacious.
Which you could get a net and fix that in no time. So, and then also the drivability.
Yes.
I love driving EVs, hybrids. I just think our next car will at least be a hybrid. Probably a plug-in.
Okay.
And I love the way this one drives. So I like that. And then also the fuel economy.
Naturally. I mean,
hard to beat.
Right.
The fuel economy.
200 mpg on our normal weekly commute. We'd still be getting that if we didn't have to run to Dallas.
Exactly. Yeah. We wouldn't hardly ever have to put gas in this thing.
Yeah. And that's the great thing about plug-in hybrids. You can run your daily commute on electricity, which is cheaper per mile. But if you have to road trip it, you can. Like there's no The only
No
compromise,
trade-off like an EV.
yeah, the only compromise is at the point of purchase because, again, you're buying 2 propulsion methods. So it costs a little more up front, but
even that, it's getting more affordable to do
Yes.
that than it has been in the past.
So what you're telling me is that this one ranks very high.
Watch.
Oh, yeah, look at it go.
See? Got me up there.
What you're saying is this one ranks very high on your
This
list.
one ranks very high. I really like this one a whole lot.
Well, there you go. If you want to see more from Holly, you can go check her out on Facebook and Instagram at Femo Consumer. You can go check out Tucker's YouTube channel where he does all things that he is interested in, shows you around the zoo, car reviews. If he's into it, he shows you there at Tucker's Talk. You can find all things GT Garage Talk at GT Garage Talk, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, Threads, YouTube. Everything is at GT Garage Talk. Or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com. But as for us, in the 2026 Kia Sportage Plug-in Hybrid X-Line Prestige, whew, until next time, gearheads. Bye.
Bye.